this is June from 7EDU. I'm going to introduce our SAT All-in-One class. And our SAT All-in-One class include reading, writing, essay, and math. The 4 sections will be all included and taught comprehensively in our class. So let's take reading for example. Because reading is really struggle part for most of the students, right? So if you feel like the reading section you can't get everything correct, there must be some reason, okay? There must be something that you need to know from our class. Well, our class is quite different from any other training class, okay? Because we're not only focused on the reading comprehension, we focus more about the argument comprehension. You may wonder the difference, right? I know like a lot of students, they understand a passage, they just cannot get the right answer, or they struggle always between the two. So you need to know what the tricks and the strategy for the argument reading comprehension test strategy. And by the question types, and we divide into 12 different question types, and we want a student to focus on each one of them and know exactly which question type you're not really good at, so you can spend more time and emphasize and polish that part. And for the passage type, we will divide into different passage type, for example, literature, social science, pair passages. So you want to work on the different strategies for different passages. So probably you're using the same strategy to doing all the different passages. That's not the right way. So for each different passages, you're using the different reading strategies, okay? And we're going to talk about that specifically in the class. And a lot of students told me like, well, can I just use the time to practice by myself? Well, I totally believe like practice makes perfect, right? But the thing is like when you practice and you're just try to emphasize your right question, and also you're repeating your mistakes over again, which is not really the ideal case here, right? So what we need to do is I want you to specifically follow by our structure. So we can offer you the practice that focus on the different topic and different question type. So basically you're working on a question collections, not like the overall practice, which is too general and too vague for you, okay? Alright, so for the writing section, I think a lot of students, they just try to ask me like questions like, hey, what's the difference between these two answer choices? Because generally speaking, we feel like the writing section is not hard at all. But why we can't get the all question correct? Well, there must be some reason. And we will specifically talk about what's the similar part and what's the difference part. It doesn't like sounds right will be the right one, okay? You can't choose a question just based on the sound. You have to choose a question based on the content, all right? And we will talk about that in the class too. For the SAT Math class, will be taught by the Dr. Yen, and Dr. Yen is very awesome teacher and who have been teaching both the high school student and college student since she's a college professor. All right, so she will talk more about SAT Math section. Most of our students got full score in SAT Math. I'm pretty sure you will be the one who can improve the math in a short time. And for the essay section, which is also being taught by our qualified and highly experienced teacher, and you will see like we will just work on the essay section and we will just guide you through, walk you through each steps of the essay analysis and put them together into the sentence. So you will fully understand like, okay, what the essay trying to test you and what sentence, what writing can get the score, can get the points, can get you the credit, okay? So we all know like the SAT essay, like many students told me, it's not hard at all, right? It is not, but it's so hard to get a very high score. So what is the trick? What is the normal way to get a high score in a short time? Well, we'll talk about it in the class. Well, generally speaking, this is our SAT strategy all-in-one class. And I hope like you guys can enjoy with us. Set up your goal and work with us. We will blow your mind, okay? All right, so I'm pretty confident like after this class, everybody will get a huge improvement. Take action, make it happen.